And as we mentioned, an emergency proclamation is in effect for both Maui and Hawaii Island. Both went into effect Tuesday afternoon. And this morning we are joined by Mahina Martin, Communications Director for Maui County Mayor Richard Bisson. Mahina, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I know it's been a busy 2 days for you guys.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, absolutely. We are facing unprecedented conditions here on Maui Island with 3 active fires, as you mentioned, in Upcountry in the Kula area, as well as South Maui Kihei, and severe concerns on the west side with regards to Lahaina town.
And Mahina, I know, here on Oahu, we're still seeing very strong wind. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys are seeing over there? I know my house was shaking this morning.
Absolutely. The wind conditions here have been severe on the Upcountry area. We had reports of wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. Wind conditions on the west side and the south side have equally impacted the rapidly burning brush fires. That is part of what we've been facing. It's been very difficult to manage evacuations and road closure information with the rapid conditions changing barely by the minute, with our firefighters and our law enforcement and emergency personnel directing us on a moment-by-moment, almost situational awareness. So we can appreciate the anxiety that our public is going through, and would like them to know we've been doing our best to try to maintain public safety and work within the restraints of weather conditions, especially high wind.
And Mahina, we, of course, got word of those people jumping into the ocean to flee from the smoke and the fires. Have you personally spoken to any of those people?
I have not. We are aware that there were individuals in the Lahaina area who were concerned for their safety given the smoke and the fire conditions and chose to jump into the shoreline waters of the ocean. The U.S. Coast Guard did come and retrieve them and transported them to safety. We're told that all were accounted for. It was a moment that, that they made a decision on their own. That also gives you a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on in the Lahaina area. There is a tremendous amount of structure damage. Daylight is coming soon, and we hope to have a better assessment and an understanding of the devastation in all 3 areas, and see where we stand within our community and what more needs to be done. Those fires are still active, so we do want folks to understand, if you are in an impacted area, please be ready on a standby. Evacuations have been continuing through the night, even in the wee 1 a.m. mornings. And so being ready with your family, your necessities, as well as your pets.
And Mahina, do you have any idea of how many structures, homes have been impacted by these fires?
Not yet. The magnitude of it, we can only imagine at this point. Our focus has been on the safety of the public and the safety of our first responders. We are also closely monitoring our shelters with 4 shelters open. The Maui High School gym is at capacity with over 1,000 people at that one location. We are also aware of Kahului Airport on their own, sheltering visitors. About 2,000 visitors are there, being sheltered due to canceled flights, arrivals with nowhere to go, as well as those who arrived too late for their flights due to the road closures and evacuations.
Are there any plans right now to open any other shelters or maybe stop flights from coming in?
I think we'll know more in a little bit as we get through this morning. This is an important day for us, having made it through yesterday and last night. We need to understand where our people are, what those conditions are, and where we're most needed. And we also need to support our firefighters. We have reached out for additional resources from state and federal agencies. I think at that point, we'll have a better understanding of what more we can do.
Well, Mahina, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we will keep in contact with you guys so we have the latest information. I know you guys are going to be getting those updates here shortly.
Yes, thank you. Take care.